Do you wonder how to organize your research or writing, or how to make it more logical or structured? Welcome to this episode of our writing video series, where we'll look at some things that would help you. By the end of this video, you should know about 5 pieces of information that are required in a well-structured academic paper: research question, thesis statement, topic sentence, counter-argument, and evidence. You should also know what are their roles in an academic paper, how they relate to each other to create a logical argument, and where exactly do they appear in an academic paper. As you watch, you may also visualize how they might be applied in your own paper. Just like how image training is important for athletes or performers, image training or visualizing the logic in your research will help you to perform better with the result in mind. Feel free to pause this video at any time as you explore your own mental journey. Let's see how this might work in the next slide. You should start with a topic of interest. In your topic, what do you intend to find out? This forms your research question. You should also have a tentative thesis statement that answers your research question. This forms the basis of your research and determines the next few steps. Many writers tend to have difficulty at this starting stage, and I highly recommend getting feedback from your instructors at the writing center or from your classmates. Your research question serves as your starting point and is the question that will guide your research and analysis. Your thesis statement serves as the destination you want to arrive at. This is the answer you can visualize for your analysis and research. This means that it is also the one main argument or main idea that you wish to convey in your paper. As such, there should be a direct link between the research question and the thesis statement. Your thesis statement should answer the research question you are using to guide your analysis. Now, any academic argument will require proof or evidence. So you will need to prove your main argument using supporting ideas. In other words, your topic sentences themselves should be able to prove that your thesis statement is right. In turn, your topic sentences, our supporting ideas, will need to be proven using evidence such as data from past research, real-life examples, or logic. You now have your thesis statement or main argument, which is well supported by your topic sentences or your supporting ideas. Next, to make your argument and ideas more persuasive, it is also useful to include counter-arguments or ideas that oppose your thesis statement or topic sentences. By responding effectively to the counter-arguments, you will strengthen your own arguments or ideas. And of course, any counter-argument will also require evidence, such as data from past research, real-life examples, or logic. In summary, here are the roles and relationships for the 5 pieces of information we are looking at. At this point, we should have achieved the first 2 aims of this mini lecture. Next, let's move on to find out where exactly do these 5 appear in your paper. There are 3 general sections to any academic paper: the introduction, the body section, and the conclusion. In this video, we will look at one common example of a typical short paper, where there are 3 body sections, and each body section is made up of one supporting idea. Let's look at where each of these 5 should appear in a paper. Your research question should appear in your introduction. Your main argument should appear twice, once in the introduction and later again in the conclusion. Your supporting ideas should appear a total of 3 times in your paper. First, as a short summary in the introduction, then at the beginning of each section, and finally, as a short summary again in the conclusion. Your counter-arguments will appear in the body section. And finally, your evidence should appear in the middle of each body section. In summary, here are the roles and relationships for the 5 pieces of information we're looking at, as well as the section or part of your paper that they should appear in. When going through this process, remember that it's perfectly fine to move back and forth in the process to refine and improve your ideas, logic, and structure. Getting feedback from readers at this point is very useful. So do feel free to come to the Writing Centre to work with our writing TAs.